What's going on, everybody? Man, we had a great state of the game today. They went over episode 3, title update 7, and what to expect with the oncoming DLC here that will be released in February. They didn't give any specifics on the release date, only that it was in February. They hinted at, when it should be coming out, and then 7 days after when everyone else should be coming out. So what we went over today during the state of the game was the new Firewall specialization, the flamethrower, and the talents involved with that specific specialization. They also went over and touched on the chameleon, what the talents were on that, and what the attachments were on that. They also went over the sidearm. So today we're going to focus on the specialization. I'm going to go over the talents that were shown. Not all the talents were shown, but we will go over and break down everything that was there. This is going to be a very interesting specialization to use. This focuses around the fire, the burn, this focuses around using the striker shield. So it's going to be very intense. This is definitely it's not Firecrest from Division 1, but it is the Firecrest 2.0. And I like to think of it. I'm already theory crafting, already figuring out what to do with this build. So, we're going to go right through it. So right now, we have the Striker passive talent, and what this is the Striker Shield is a modified version of the Crusader Shield, which allows the use of the same range of weapons while also allowing the K8 Jetstream Flamethrower signature weapon to be equipped. This also provides a buff to the user and allies behind the shield, which boosts damage upon the amount of enemies in front of the shield. So what this entails is you can use your Flamethrower with the Striker Shield, and all other weapons that are associated with the shield itself you can use as well. You can also have a buff, and what we saw in the video was that there's a buff, there's going to be a cone, and it provides the user or any allies behind the shield, which boosts the damage based on the amount of enemies in front of the shield. So this is definitely an up close and personal type of a build. If you caught my defense 2.0 build, you can run with this, and I'm sure you're just going to annihilate everyone that you come across. It's absolutely intense. If you haven't seen the defense 2.0, definitely check that out on my video list. I'll leave a link somewhere. I'll leave it in the description for you just so that you can take a look. Next on the list, we have the Enriched Magnesium Formula passive talent, 50% burn duration. So if you are going to be running your flame turret, you've got the flamethrower, you have stacked mods with burn duration, you're going to have a huge boost increase to your burn duration that you already have. This specialization is going to be so much fun to use. I can already tell that there's going to be so many different builds going on. And yeah, so let's get right into the next talent. Next, we have the Firewall Tactical Link talent. Allies deal plus 10% damage to enemies that are within 10 meters of you. So this build is supposed to be focused directly around a group synergy. So if you have all of your allies with you around in the vicinity of the shield, you're going to get that added 10% damage to enemies that are within the 10 meters of you. Alright, next talent on we go. Next, we have the Bulrush passive talent, added 50% bonus armor during cover-to-cover moves. So I can see how this could be very effective. And if you synergize this build really well with the Sawyer knee pads, your armor is going to increase substantially and get that added bonus armor. There's going to be a lot of people probably complaining about this in the Dark Zone regarding PvP and everything. I mean, it is what it is at this point. These numbers are really outrageous. Added 50% bonus armor during cover-to-cover moves. You know how well the armor does deplete during the game. So, I don't know. This is definitely going to be something that we're going to try out. We're not going to get a PTS for this, so this is definitely going to be once you get into the game with it in February. Once we get Title Update 7 and Episode 3, it's hit the ground running with this. So there's not going to be any testing involved. So next on the list of the talent tree, we have the Fire Starter. Chambered shots contain a fire powder that increase the flammability of targets hit by the shotgun. So now with the sidearm, these are the talents on it. We got primer rounds, damaged enemies lose 50% burn resistance for 5 seconds, jazz hands 10% reload speed and increased, while holstered weapon swap speed is increased by 10%. So where this sidearm really does shine is the primer rounds. Damaged enemies lose 50% burn resistance for 5 seconds. That itself is absolutely insane, especially when you're going to pair this build with a flame turret, with a flamethrower. And if you're running around in PvP Dark Zone and you damage someone with this, and then you launch a cluster grenade that we're going to get into here shortly, I mean, that is going to be the absolute beast. I'm already seeing a meta happening right now. I have no idea how this is going to affect the Dark Zone. We already know that Dark Zone is in a terrible state, but I'm pretty sure the Dark Zone is going to light on fire with this. It's absolutely intense. So like I said, this is the cluster grenade. The cluster grenade launches mini grenades which detonate in a large area of effect. Use is expressly prohibited by the CCM, though the United States is not a signatory party. So with the cluster grenade, it is essentially what it is. You know, there's a small meter radius, probably about 5 meters, but as soon as you throw the grenade, about, I want to say, six clusters pop out of the grenade as soon as you throw it, and it just annihilates anything in its path. Causes a great area of effect. Definitely going to be something to use and try out once this specialization hits. Don't have an actual image of the cluster grenade, but yeah, it was absolutely insane of what the gameplay that they did show. Next and lastly of what they showed, we have the tactical short grip, lightweight short grip for under barrel longer rails. So here it's nothing really special. It is just a 10% critical hit damage. You can see that this build and the AR that I'll cover in another video is solely focused around critical hit damage, but they're also preparing for this you know, for the gear 2.0 for the specifics, because, you know, there's not going to be damage to elites anymore. There's not going to be anything ridiculous. It's all going to be raw rep win damage and critical hit chance and critical hit damage. So, I mean, we got a lot going on today. I'm glad they went over the specialization. They didn't touch on all the talents. They touched on most of the talents. So it's definitely going to be something to play and be worthwhile to use, to upgrade, to go through Coney Island. I mean, we have a lot to look forward to with the specialization. So definitely leave your comments down below. Do you like this specialization? You know, what do you think of it? Do you already have builds going through your mind of what you want to do? Could you care less about it? I definitely want to hear your thoughts on this new specialization that we are going to get here in February. So, you know, just let me know down in the comment section below. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Definitely hit the like button. Likes appreciated. Subs are definitely respected on here, and I appreciate everyone's opinion, and I love having a conversation with everyone. So again, that was that pretty much for the firewall specialization. I have another video I'm probably going to do throughout the week about the chameleon and what my thoughts are on it, and just yeah, we have a lot to look forward to in February, guys. I will catch you guys around next time. I hope everyone has a great week. Take care.